Alright, so I think I might actually do the other Atlantic City stuff real quick. Um, so we did tax evasion, I believe. From Mother Nature's Wrath, the Human Condition. Didn't we do that as well? The most sensational. No. Maybe we do the Pit. Now the Pit has two. Union dues, From Ashes to Fire. Because I remember we did the casino one. We were in the flooded city center, and that's where we um, defeated that creature. And then the boardwalk is where, yeah, okay, so we were in all the yeah, we did all these. Okay. So let's just do let's finish off the expeditions and do two Pit ones. So we have the trench, From Ashes to Fire, break into the sanctum, a former Union safe house turned into a nightmare, industrial district, Union dues, fly to the foundry and help the Union stave off annihilation. Let's do the trench. Because there was no, like, main mission or anything that actually takes us to the Pit, which is weird. Because the Pit was the one that they really advertised. Because, you know, Fallout 3 has the Pit DLC and people love that. I think it's okay. It's... Use the intercom to...
Touching down.
Listen up. I'm your contact in the trench. I need you to follow my instructions, or you end up worse than dead inside the rat pits. I'm sending you a location to meet me at. If you can make it there without dying, you'll be just fine. Probably.
I actually like all the DLC more than the Pit, except for Operation Anchorage and whatever the one is that lets you continue and like playing the game. Okay, and that's right. There's not really. There's not really much story content here. I don't need buff out. Why'd I take that? Oh yeah, it's red. Damn it, I need to change that. I don't know why I put it to red. Maybe I just thought it was cool and didn't even look at it. Pitt Union Railroad worker note. This is the 5th time this month JP and I have had to do a patch job on a corroded tank car. Whatever it is the Abraxo guys are dumping in, it's tearing through our cars faster than we can patch them. We're also down 3 folks. Said they've gotten sick while working near the stuff. We are not equipped to handle Abraxo's waste, and we're not going to kill ourselves fixing the train cars that they trashed with their chemicals. We're having a meeting later today to draft a formal letter of complaint. This has gotten out of hand. What's my weight at? Okay, I can hold a little bit. My hopes is that I know it won't be probably anytime soon, but maybe in the next couple of years they kind of stop with 76 to focus on other stuff, and they make like an offline mode for it. Take that stuff. Hazmat suit. Because I do think that this game could be really fun, but it's just the online components of it make it, for me, it just bogs it down so much. Yardmaster's Terminal, following up an incident report to Edgar Clement. Edgar, have you been reading the incident reports I've been leaving with your secretary? The waste from your plant is nearly melting our tank trains. They've been corroding from the inside, leaking out and getting my folks sick with something fierce. Whatever this stuff is, we're not equipped to handle it. Unless you do something about it, I'm going to have to take drastic action and protect my workers. Ryan Gilbert, Yardmaster, Pittsburgh Union Railroad. Are you taking this seriously? To Edgar Clement. Edgar, the barrels you've used in the past were fine when it was just detergent ingredients. But expecting these things to hold up against this mess you all have concocted, it's near impossible to transport safely. I'm not letting any of these on my train cars if you can't prove without a doubt that they won't leak on my trains or my workers. Frankly, I'm disappointed in you, Edgar, for trying to get such a lazy solution past me. I thought Abraxadine and the Pittsburgh Union Railroad had a good relationship, but this low-effort attempt at resolving the situation is starting to make me question that. Ryan Gilbert. So Abraxadine's a big cause, maybe, for the Pitt going down. Important change. To Pittsburgh Union Rail Staff List. Starting today, we will no longer be handling transportation of the industrial waste from the Abraxadine complex. Regular shipping and delivery duties will remain unaffected. If you have any questions about this change, please bring them to your supervisor. If you see unauthorized personnel attempting to dump waste into the tank cars, please report them to your supervisor immediately. Ryan Gilbert.
How much longer can we hold them off?
Need that for lead. So we can make continue to make our weapon ammo. Aluminium. Why is that locked? And there is stuff I would love to see, you know, go into the next Fallout game as well, like being able to fast travel from indoors. That would be really nice. But honestly, I think that might be it. There's one good. Why can't I jump? Can't really jump very high. There's like one good change this game has made that I think would work really well bringing into the next game. A lot of loose screws here. Ribeye steak. Can I just eat this? Oh shit. I think the ribeye steak might help carry weight, but I think that's rad stag actually. So never mind. I'm doing all this before I talk to that guy because usually if office pranks memo, if you go talk to them and then start stuff, then you don't have time to do anything because most stuff is either on a timer or they things constantly trying to kill you. Memo regarding office pranks. At Abraxadine Chemical, we prioritize a safe and productive working environment. While we all enjoy some lighthearted fun in the office, it is important to remind everyone that we are a chemical company and safety is paramount. In light of an incident yesterday regarding the improper usage of PID 31162 sample for a prank, we feel it important to remind everyone of how we expect employees to behave while on the clock. Rest assured, those responsible have already been appropriately reprimanded. Attached is an updated copy of the Employee Code of Conduct. Study it and be ready to take a test on the material tomorrow. There is a get well card and a jar to raise money for a wig for Margaret over at Sydney's desk. Consider signing it on your way out and throwing some change in the jar if the spirit moves you. Jacob's Terminal. Welcome, Jacob Doyle, outgoing mail Pitt, Union Rail incident. To Edgar Clement, Mr. Clement. While making my rounds this morning, I stopped by the train depot to get a copy of last month's ledger. While there, I witnessed a Pittsburgh Union Railroad worker denying this week's waste export. I asked the worker to explain himself, and he said his bosses told him they wouldn't be transporting our waste anymore. Since I haven't received a memo about this today, I'm hoping it's just a miscommunication on their part, because we both know how severe an interruption in our waste disposal pipeline is. I'm told we have storage for maybe 30 days worth of the stuff, but I can't say I feel comfortable storing it in the same room as the food sanitizer units. If this isn't resolved quickly, we'll have to come up with other ways to dispose of our manufacturing waste. Regards, Jacob Doyle. Getting out of hand. To Edgar Clement, Pittsburgh Union Railroad still hasn't budged, and I'm starting to get lots of questions from my staff about how we're going to dispose of the waste. To get the railroad back in our corner, we need to cease all production on PID number 31148 until the lab folks can develop a neutralizer. You've heard me say it a million times, and I'll say it again. Executing this trial run without a neutralizer for the waste was a huge mistake. This can't be ignored any longer, Edgar. Urgent memo. To production staff list, product staff. I have recently confirmed with the management at Pittsburgh Union Railroad that they will no longer be exporting any more byproduct from PID number 31148. The waste has been corroding their tank cars, causing damage to both people and property. Our contract with Pittsburgh Union Railroad had previously allowed us to delay the research and development of waste neutralizer. With the Union Railroad denying our exports, we can no longer rely on them to handle delivery to our external waste management partners out west. Our only solution to get the Union Railroad back on our side is to make the waste safe to store by accelerating our efforts to develop a neutralizer. Unfortunately, I've been told by leadership that we are forbidden to halt production of PID. It is apparently more important to them that PID sees an uninterrupted trial run in the hands of our clients. In the meantime, waste generated from continued production will be stored in a supply warehouse until further notice. We cannot store it long before we're up to our knees in it, however. It is mission critical that we get a working neutralizer as soon as possible. Whoops. Meet with your team leads to discuss the next steps. The clock is ticking. My resignation. Product staff. After all my years of service at Abraxadine Chemical, recent events have forced me to announce my resignation from my position as product manager at the Pittsburgh Abraxadine Complex. Given the right time and resources, I've never seen challenge this team couldn't tackle. It truly is a shame that management has not seen that same potential. It has been an honor and a privilege to work with everyone here. To whoever follows in my stead, I hope you see the same potential in this team that I do. I also hope that you can stand up to the mismanagement of certain leadership, unlike myself. Thank you, everyone, and good luck on the challenging road ahead. Get well soon, Margaret. The lab is not the same without you. Wishing you have a swift recovery, TW. We hired you to be a lab assistant, not a lab rat. Hope you get better soon, George from floor 3. Once the surgery is done, you won't even be able to see the scars. I think you'll look even prettier than you did before, and that's saying a lot. Sending lots of hugs and kisses your way, Shannon. Sorry for the radiance, Anonymous. The Mr. Handy helping in your absence makes for poor conversation. Hoping to enjoy your witty banter again soon, dear Les. So sorry to hear about the accident. Wishing you the best and get well soon, Kyle. Hey, at least your hair looks awesome, E.T. I think that's where they, concerned employee. 31148, choose through these cheap plastic barrels like a kid at a candy store. This is going to become a huge problem when you consider that failed batches like that one react exponentially more violent than successful batches. If one of these barrels leaks a failed batch and a reaction is triggered, you're talking about shutting down an entire city block for weeks to clean up the fallout. Surely an outcome like that is worth avoiding by just paying for the damn metal barrels, a concerned employee. Like, I think where 76 and even some of 4, not all of it, but some of it, kind of fails is in regards to notes and stuff like that, because, like, I feel like there would have been some pretty dark humor. Kyoto, Rad Ridge, in those notes, whereas there wasn't any. Alright, so that way to the dude. But, because even in Tactics, which I just finished, did have, it was towards, you know, way past the middle of the game, towards probably the last third, before we saw any, like, terminals you can even access, or stuff. There was almost nothing to read. There was just a few terminals. But in terms of, like, just little banter here and there between either robots or NPCs, Offix Pranks memo. Yeah, there just wasn't much there until like the last third of the game.
You know what
Oh shit.
on sight means? Think you got me? You didn't get me. Another sacrifice for the cause.
Struggle.
Yeah, you were sacrificed, alright. Hey.
Something's lurking. Feel it. Let's get. Ah! Shit!
One of my cores ran out. Janitor note 1. The folks in manufacturing started storing barrels of something foul in my part of the building. Heard them say it was the leftovers from the experimental drain cleaner. I can never keep track of these product ID numbers they make everyone use. This stuff makes my eyes water just being in the room with it. Used to just be I sweep floors and maybe clean up a spill now and then. Now I got to wear a goddamn hazmat suit just to do my job. They better find somewhere else to put this crud, or there's not going to be any floor left for me to sweep. And that's been my big critique with 76 in terms of story and everything, is there's just almost no good like dark humor memos or people saying stuff. It's all very like young adult speak, and that bothers me because it's an M-rated adult game, you know. Looks like old Michael's prayers were answered. They started removing barrels from the warehouse. I have no idea where they're taking them, but that's not my problem. I have mountains of leaked goo to clean up in the meantime. But yeah. And I'm wondering too, because there does seem to be, you know, there's memos and terminals to read here, whereas in Atlantic City I don't think there was anything, but there was research terminal. There was like actual like stories and stuff with NPCs. Product research log number 794. Attempts to neutralize waste generated by PID continue to prove unsuccessful. Nothing seems to work. Even attempting to dilute small samples in a base merely causes it to slowly expand over time. Meanwhile, Team B continues to find ways to safely contain it in the event Team A fails to find a solution. This will be day 300 of me requesting we cease production of the product immediately until we get this 3-to-1 waste to product ratio under control. I sincerely hope it won't become 301 days, James Clark. Log number 793. Attempts to neutralize waste generated unit exposure, however, massive. We've already called in Michael to clean up the mess, however, we should consider hiring more qualified cleaning staff. He's great at cleaning toilets, but I don't think hazardous waste disposal is his job description. I think we read something about him earlier. Oh, god damn it. Okay, it's the right. I was like, what the fuck is my stim pack? Man, I hate this. They really fucked up the gauze rifle. It doesn't shoot sometimes now when you have the trigger pulled. Super stim pack. Oh. I love that they're shooting through the wall. Walked away with plenty more ammo than I started with. Plus, too, if we do all this, find all the memos, terminals, etc., when we actually start it, we don't need to stop. We can just continue and do the mission. I'm pretty sure it's going to take us down here and all that. Yeah. Oh no. I figured I have paint train. But, you know, I guess they fucked that up too, because that doesn't work 90% of the time. Let's go make contact with them, because I'm pretty sure either that one or one of the expeditions will bring us there. Chemist note. I thought I had a lead on the neutralizer for the waste. I worked late to follow it, but it turned out to just be another dead end. On my way out, I saw a crew in hazmat suits wheeling dozens of barrels to the back. It's no secret that the complex has been neglected by corporate and management for a long time now, but are we really resorting to dumping the waste from 31148 in our own backyard. I draft an incident report and send it to the corporate, but I have no doubt it will fail. Fall on deaf ears. Jesus Christ. Fuck away from me. That's the office note. Database terminal. Make query. Archive corrupted. Database search history. Union corpses are trog meat. I use the super stimpak. Okay, so that was just for the door, really. That guy.
No way around it. Over here. There you are. Got some advice to help you survive out here.
Alright, let's see. Should we introduce ourselves first?
That's not important. I know who you are. You know who I am. What is important is knowing how to survive out here. See, you've got some radiation gear. If that was a precaution where you come from, here it's your saving grace. Wear it like a second skin. In case you haven't been acquainted with trogs yet, don't mistake them for humans. Their flesh is like ours. They crawl on all fours and spit acid. Get back before sundown. Trust me on that. I'll explain later. We're hitting the sanctum today, but we need to make some preparations first. You ready for instructions?
Level 50 plus. Hey, listen up. You're not the only one who knows their way around the wasteland. Or Brotherhood. Watch your tone, civilian.
I appreciate your confidence, but too much of it could get you killed here. I'm sure you've seen a lot in Appalachia, but you haven't seen the trench. Let's just agree we're both experts in our field. If I ever come to Appalachia, you call the shots.
Alright, what are we doing?
There's runoff waste constantly sinking into the chasm. It piles up and makes the paths dangerous, even falls and traps people. In short, you're on sewage duty today. Get in there and destroy any blockages you come across. Don't be surprised if something comes out of them. We'll get in contact when you're finished. Don't mess up. Mistakes carry a heavy price here.
Go to Jackson's Noose. Okay, so yeah, it was gonna take us down here anyway. I doubt there's gonna be much in terms of notes and what the fuck, and terminals down here. I would say the only thing about having a power armor build, man, it gets very annoying having so much of your screen just okay, destroy hazardous chemical waste, one of it, like covered. It's very not fun. But it feels like I have, you know, no room to work with. See what? Right there, so you let go of the trigger and boom, it just doesn't do anything. that is. Now, I would probably say if I started again, I probably wouldn't do a power armor build, just because it's kind of a nuisance, because you always have to be on the lookout for see, it didn't do anything. You always have to be on the lookout for power cores or whatever the fuck. There's a truck there. It's okay. It is the area. Cause like we're very familiar with trogs. Shooting the pit, you had to kill them with almost nothing. Oh shit. Okay. Didn't realize my health was going down at an alarming rate. He's a superior. I think a big reason, too, that I absolutely hate, can we shoot through that? Probably not. The online aspect is, it always acts as if you're kind of in a group when it turns, when it, I don't know what that is. But like, when it, in terms of like the health of enemies and stuff, and how many enemies will, you know, sort of pop up, come after you and stuff. It's like, come on, guys, this is kind of just annoying when I'm trying to have to kill 80 enemies. But in terms of MMOs, that's really all they are. It's just you're either in dungeons facing waves and waves of enemies, or you know, you're just doing stuff like that most of the time. Bubblegum. away from me. Like at the end of this, I'm probably gonna have to kill some humongous trog or some shit. Which, you know, is not gonna be designed for one person. There's a terminal. Submachine gun? No, thank ya. I mean, at least they have finally made it so that you get mostly just the ammo you're using. Ah, it's just the turret control. What the fuck? Must have been a trap. It's a trap. I should switch to my either Gatlin or shotgun or something when the superiors are around, but I don't feel like it.
So far, so good. Now let's see if you can survive until the outpost. There aren't many safe places for survivors in the trench, but this is one of them. I'm sending you the coordinates. Look for a waterfall. Make it here alive, and we'll talk about bringing hell to the sanctum.
Okay. You gonna update on my thing? See how the minigun works. These guys. Regular trolls pretty well. Hey, fellas. You guys got a workbench I can scrap some shit? Save a ton of buff out. I guess I'll take some of it.
I wasn't here, understand?
Ava's journal number 3. The runaway tracker 4. It is no longer right to define him by his past. He lingers still, away from the light. He accepts my gifts now. I can only hope that it means his heart is opening. He seeks purpose, a new role in this desolate city, but he does not believe himself worthy. Even if he cannot find it in himself to forgive his past mistakes, he must give himself permission to take a step forward. One step and then another. Each day brings new light, new challenges, new opportunities. Perhaps one day he will look back and find his past self is but a distant shadow, a healed scar on the inevitable horizon. Well, where's the other two notes? Number 2. These lost lambs have answered my prayers. A feral child born in the chasm, a chemist from the factory, driven close to madness after the earth opened up and spilled her own creation upon her. A runaway fanatic in repentance. The child and chemist, I offered each of them to share my shelter. On the first day, they wouldn't approach each other. I was surprised on the second day to find them sharing the food they had each scavenged. On day 3, they were gone. 2 souls who each believed themselves monsters, yet they found humanity in each other. The fanatic, he lingers, always just out of eyesight, taking only what he needs. But among needs, there is more than just the physical. With time, maybe I can teach him. And then, number 1. Number 1 around here.
What was I? Oh, yes, of course.
Once more
Of
I've been
course.
led to salvation. So
Please
many I
do
had to
take
leave
care
behind.
of
So many
yourself
innocent
out
lives laid
there.
to waste by the misguided. The city crumbles all around me, yet it is still my home. And the people left behind are my neighbors. I will stay and guide whom I can to the same salvation I was granted. I pray for the strength I need to guide them. If I cannot find it within my own aging body, let me work through
must
my
walk
words,
with
through my hope. There
intention and
there are those I
compassion.
may still influence. I pray they are sent along my path.
There's
that's
still
it.
work for me to do on this earth.
You made it. When you're ready, we need to head underground. It's the only way in or out of the sanctum. Everything else is untraversable. The sanctum itself, the cathedral, it's crawling with fanatics. Them, and the unfortunate victims they're holding hostage. Sorry to say it's not going to be any more pleasant down there than it is up here. Let me know when you've steeled yourself.
I'm ready to go. What's my target?
Only the worst of the fanatics are confident enough to traverse the underground freely. The harrowers. They're in charge of pain and punishment. I'm sending you to take them down before they can inflict any more. One last thing. There's a survivor here, Ava Rose. I wouldn't normally recommend getting involved with anyone, but Ava has something important to say. Consider being an audience before you head out.
Hello, sweetie. May I ask what brought you to this troubled place?
I'm working with Danilo.
Then you are working to ease the suffering of those held captive at the sanctum, a guardian angel walking among us. We all have the power to do it, but not all have the strength of will as you do. You let me know if there's anything I can do to help you, sweetie.
Is there something I can do to help you?
Me? Darling, no. I have everything I could need. But those who suffered, and even perished, crushed under the cruelty of the fanatics. They need our compassion. Find their tracking collars, sweetheart. Bring them to me, so I may lay their souls to rest. If we cannot respect the memory of the dead, then there is no hope for the living.
I'll find the collars.
Oh, bless you. Bring me what you can, and we will say our farewells.
What do you think of the fanatics?
I believe they are suffering. They think themselves beyond salvation, so they march ever deeper into perdition. That is what Danilo thought, what he thinks, and now he has saved hundreds of lives. I've spoken to others, given them gifts, scarves of pure white. They may yet be convinced it is not too late. If only I could... Forgive me, sweetie. What was I saying?
How did you end up here?
Once, I stayed in the sanctum when it was a place of love and security. The lost souls who claimed it from us, they took their chains to every survivor, all except me. Their eyes turned away from me as I escaped, the Holy Spirit at my back. I was able to find liberation. Was I guided here, to this safe place outside the dark and toxic chasms? Yes, but no map did I follow. No direction was I given. I was guided here to help those who remain.
Sounds like a miracle.
Oh, not a miracle, no. Only the Lord allowing me to do His work. He has lifted me up all my life for this purpose. I was born with a bad spine, bedridden for most of my childhood. But on the morn of my 7th birthday, I got out of my bed and walked. And when the bombs fell, heavens, I watched a man blister before my eyes. I curled up on the ground until it was silent. Rubble had fallen all around me. But I survived with what the Lord has given me. It's only right to stay and do what I can.
Sure.
God be with you, child.
Alright, enter the sanctum, optional collect the fallen, prisoner collars, and then optional speak to the fanatic skeptic in the sanctum. Skeptic. And I tell you what, I'm really missing the, mutation that lets me jump really high. this just turrets and safe? Oh yeah, didn't I? Yeah, leveled up. I don't need any of these. I need to get other stuff. I need to be able to open more packs. Well, let's see where this all leads.
Thought it was.
Oh, I didn't mean to get that. I just assumed it was going to be my ammo.
Try move! I dare you!
Guess I blew that car up. I was hoping this led to some of the optional stuff, but I don't think it does. Yeah, either some of the optional stuff and maybe the main thing is gonna end up being in there, and we're gonna have to go back and kill them all again. Or I guess that was just an optional place you could have gone to kill some more people, I guess. I don't know. Go to the sewers.
Don't underestimate the harrowers. They're the worst of the fanatics, the worst of humanity. They feed on fear and pain. They have torture rooms down here. That's where you'll find them.
Okay. Really? I need a damn to find more fusion cores. Goodbye, Cliffy. Tonight we're gathered here to say goodbye to old Cliffy. You tried to get away and that just broke our hearts. Sad face. Nearly got away too, didn't you? Emphasis on nearly. That's okay, you're back with us now. Happy face. I'd ask if you have any last words, but I doubt you can speak with your jaw looking like that. Anyway, goodbye, Cliffy. The hell was that? Definitely works way better with the trogs. Another one? Tonight's entertainment. Puppet show featuring Jesse and the Rotten Head, and Romeo and Juliet, a one-man reimagining featuring Roscoe. Surprise spelling bee featuring bees. Remember, folks, please tip your entertainers. Lord knows they need it. That's one of them. Dominance. Remember, assert your dominance. They scream at you, you scream back, louder. If that doesn't work, give them a solid crack to the skull. That'll send them crawling back into their holes. Works every time on the little bastards. It's the big bastards you need to watch out for. You see one of those and you better find a turret to hide behind real quick. Sanctum. Oh. Ow. Why do the turrets have stim packs? It makes no sense. The Pitt Trench. Probably where we have to go towards the end of this, I'm guessing. I want to find the other inaccessible 2 collars, though. Suffering from needle spine. You get too many diseases in the game too fast. sealed away. How long have we been down here? Weeks, months at this point? I can't really tell who's worse, those fanatics or the beasts. At least it's not personal with the beasts. You don't see them sealing each other up in walls. Wild ride. Test results. Fridge 2 hours. Guess these are more airtight than I thought. Coffin 6 hours. One pipe insufficient. Maybe another hole on the bottom to promote airflow. Bathtub 8 days. I think we got a winner here. The smell of damp labor may be a bit much at times, but it gives them ample time to reconsider our offer. Don't get a collar from that person? Ah, here we go. That's the last one. Oh shit. How did they kill me so fast? Okay.
It'd be better than this.
They really can just kill you with a hit of a sledgehammer? Hearing things. I think I'm losing it down here. Maybe it's just my imagination, but I could have sworn I heard one of those little bastards say my name. That can't be. They're just goddamn monsters. Now that I think about it, it did kind of look like my old bunkmate. Fucked up face and everything. And that's when what I'm talking about when I mean, like, they don't adjust anything for somebody playing solo. Which, to be honest, I don't think should be very hard to do. Because if you're not in a team, you're solo. You know? And that's where the, you know, Fallout fans are, I think, really pissed about this one more than anything. Runner's log 3 too much.
Bella Gerber, a runner for the Union. Or at least I used to be. To tell you the truth, I think we're alone out here. Haven't heard from headquarters in months. They haven't heard from us. The Union, we're all trying our best to help everyone. But there's just too many people to help. Too much to do. Too many hazards in the way. We're running low on supplies. I spend every daylight hour scavenging, but it's not enough. I need help. And we're not getting any. Some of the survivors volunteered to go out scavenging with me. Young ones. The last partner I had out here was boiled alive in a rat pit. If even he couldn't, I can't let them risk their lives. Not after I promised them safety. I'm gonna start going out at night too. Maybe then I can gather enough.
Yeah, I mean, one hit and I'd just die. That's retarded. I'm sorry, but it is.
Someone to punish.
I mean, power armor and everything, like.
Head to the cathedral entrance so we can finish this.
But where is the fanatic skeptic? I've been everywhere down here, so it must be in that area that I've never been. Where I was like, oh, this is probably where it's gonna take me in the end of this. Nighttime. At night, the fanatics retreat to the cathedral. That's when the beasts come out. I think the beasts have started to learn they can't get into our cells and have mostly given up trying. Or maybe they feel bad for us. It's almost peaceful now.
Second chance.
Past here is the cathedral, the fanatics' favorite prison camp. The captives here, they get beaten down into shells, then they're sent elsewhere. This is the reality of the Pitt for ordinary people. If you're not strong or cruel enough, everything but your life is stripped from you.
I'm ready. What's my objectives?
I'm coming with you this time, and I need you to cover me. This place holds valuable information about the fanatics and their hostages. Plans, correspondence, lists of names. Knowledge is power. We're here to claim it. Defend me while I gather the documents. When I say the word, we'll scram. Here we are. Let me know when you're ready. I'm counting on you to cover me in there. Ready? Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Oh, cool.
Scum. Must be discipline.
Maybe this was the right choice.
Today's the day.
It's an hour.
When there's only like one left, it marks them as that, so I'm always like, it's a good guy or whatever. And then it turns out to be the enemy.
Good enough for now. I'll find a dark corner.
We've got one more thing on our hit list today. The foreman. They're in charge of operations around here. Removing them equals chaos for the fanatics. By this time, the foreman will have no choice but to confront you directly. Get ready.
You know, I've been feeling better lately.
Oh, here's the person I can speak to.
What the hell do you want, Jagoff?
Intelligence say, plus the fanatics will put down any side of doubt. You're better off leaving while you still can.
What? You really think they noticed? But I was just starting to get the hang of things. Oh, shit.
It's not too late for you to leave the fanatics. Go find Ava Rose.
So Ava sent you, did she? Okay, I'll hear her out. Maybe there's more than one path that works for me. I'll see you around. Maybe.
That was easy. Take the pencil. Alright, now just confront the foreman.
Whoever survives gets to call themselves a fanatic! Well done!
Well, I'm definitely gonna have to make some more ammo after this.
As a reminder, your only way in or out of the sanctum is underground. I opened a shortcut for you. The rest is up to you.
Foreman's terminal. Log 1. Raided the cathedral this morning to hardly any resistance. The Unioners' little safe house was full of weak and sickly civilians. They were counting on the trench to protect them, but thanks to that new tracker, our whole group got through the rad pits without a hitch. We've got radiating rotating guards on the prisoners while we build a pen for them. I keep hearing them praying. They don't know yet that no guy can save them from what I have planned. Log 2. We drove back to Trogs and started building cages underground, but the beasts just keep crawling out of the new holes. I'm starting to think we leave them be for a little extra security down there, and a convenient way to dispose of underlings who are more of a pain than they're worth. It's not like I ever need to go down there. I'm the god of this temple now. That's right, I'm in charge here. I think they're all due for another reminder of that. 3. Everything's set up just the way I like it. Pain and punishment rule this house. We're bringing in new prisoners every day and shaping them up for labor under the fanatics. They can do our dirty work, build our bases, gather our supplies, act as body shields. The possibilities are endless if you break them just right. A few of my lieutenants have gone missing, the tracker among them. He's been more quiet than usual lately, and that's saying a lot. It's a loss, but who cares? There's more where that came from. The rest of those pathetic louts probably got dragged away by Trogs. Log 4. We ousted that asshole, fed him to the Trogs. It's a new dawn for the Sanctum now. Order won't last long if we don't appoint a new foreman soon. We're holding a crucible tomorrow. 1 prisoner to each lieutenant. Whoever gets the best screams rules the sanctum. Don't need any of that. So many mannequins, a teddy bear. Okay, yes, this is just the very end of the dungeon. I'm thinking my plasma, or my,
I've got bad news for you. The sun is set, and everything in the trench is worse after sundown. Anyone cut out during this time isn't likely to survive. If you really wanted to be a hero, you could take stock of the area and offer help. But the smart move is to book it straight back to the landing pad. Your choice.
well, I'd like to end this, but I mean, we'll see, I guess. You can barely even get to them in time. How the fuck?
For me? Who are you? Do you know what's happening?
I don't care about this, to be honest. Sorry, buddy, but I don't think this was initiated very well, because, yeah, that guy's dead. He's almost dead. I barely had enough time just to kill these trogs, which I killed pretty fast. that's definitely a, hey, you need to be in a group to do this one, because you can separate and just go to each one. Let me do the other thing real quick. Where the hell is this lady? It just keeps telling me. I go to random spots. Why is it so fucking far away? I don't care. Don't care. Don't make your missions so fucking tedious if you want people to do them. Like, come on.
Into the sanctum and back, with your soul intact. Not many can say they've done that. You made the smart choice, getting here as soon as possible. No use taking unnecessary risks.
Really? Why are they allowed to get in here?
Still alive. Your vertebrate's waiting.
Yeah.
A life is a life. You made all the difference for those you did make it to. The opposite can be said for those you didn't. Don't blame yourself. Best thing we can do is move on quickly and prepare for next time. Like clockwork. I don't exactly know the physics behind it. Why it happens doesn't matter so much as preparing for it. It's like some kind of divine reckoning. Every night, this place is stripped bare. Only the worthy emerge from the ashes. Or maybe just those with a little extra luck. I'm not sure what I believe anymore. Don't you know it's bad manners to ask a shadow where it's going? Shadows appear where the light can't reach. They give people a place to hide, a place to grieve. Sometimes, a place to conceal their blade and wait for an opportunity. If you're expecting sentimentality, talk to Ava. You won't find it here. Doesn't mean I don't appreciate your work. You put your life on the line to help. It's more than most can say for themselves. If you come back, I'll be glad to work with you again. If not, that's probably best for you. Safe travels. If anyone asks, you didn't see me.
This air can't be good for the filters. Or my... You ready to get airborne? Hop in and I'll fire her up.
Alright, yeah, I don't care about getting the collars back. If it didn't want her...
My escape route
If it didn't
right
put
here.
her there, I don't care. Gotta Hunters, Mr. Handy Buzzblade, Immune in Combat Armor right leg, 2 things can't use, 14 stamps, don't know what they do, 2 legendary modules, 10 legendary script, regenerating heavy Raider right leg, don't use Raider armor, anti-armor railway rifle, don't use that, Medic's harpoon gun, don't use it, 2 stim packs, and 156 cartridges. Didn't really get anything useful out of that besides level ups, but we did get a little bit of lore, and I'm guessing what that's implying is that the Abraxadine company is really what caused the Pitt to be the Pitt. If so, that's interesting. Let's go ahead back to... so hard for me to find things sometimes. Where the fuck is my camp? Oh, here it is. Rusty pick. I can deposit these legendaries I got. There's no enemies, just fast travel, please. Thank you. Or can't you, hold on. Just a suit of power. So I'll get, if I scrap these instead of doing the other thing, I have a chance to get anti-armor, to learn a mod, and to get other stuff. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. Reflex sight. So I learned one thing. Seems useless. We'll go back, make more ammo, repair our stuff, and then do the second Pitt expedition, and that'll be it for expeditions. Then I'll do whatever the quest line is. It's the Becoming a Ghoul quest line was the one I was getting ready to do before I decided to just do the expeditions. And then we'll be ready for Burning Springs.
No. Someone appears to have died. This is terrible. Error. Tier levels dropping to catastrophic levels. Rebooting. Complete. Oh.
Hear about the eraser who turned gangster? He got rubbed out. I got no card that's useful to me, so that's awesome. Alright, let's see about what we need to repair on this. Nothing. That works for me. Let's see about our weapons. Nothing. Even the minigun, wow, okay. Go ahead and craft some 2 mil. How many is it? 78 per craft.
Contact your closest Rocco customer service help workshop for further inquiries.
Puts me at 984. Let's do some more. Oh wait, let me...
This unit is specialized in deploying the following morale initiatives: cheers, joy, holly, and jolly.
Just want a regular headlamp.
Due to the nature of this unit's exterior
Okay, so now
action,
the pits, and we just did the trench, right? Yes, so now we'll do Industrial District Union dues, fly to the foundry and help the Union stave off annihilation. I forgot to switch my build. Yeah, need to do that. Well, will we get 3 levels? This... Just doing the pit? Oh, that's... something, I guess. I still don't understand these people that are like a level in there in like the 400s, 800s. I've seen people in the thousands. And that's insane to me.
Scanning for nice boys and girls. Scanning. Scanning. None. Good.
Touching down.
This thing on? Hey, I'm Pat, leader of the local 42, down in the area. You said that you're coming to help. Maybe this year we can finally pull off a raid on the fanatics occupying our foundry. So first, well, meet me on the ground and I'll fill you in.
Yeah, because I can't hear you. For some reason, there's no subtitles. Love it. Don't care about that. Get rid of these. Get rid of those. Okay. Do I have any... Yeah. There we go.
Phew. That, well, it's no Appalachia.
Here, nothing I need.
Over here. So you're the one Skippy sent, yeah? I'm Hex, leader of the Union's Local 42. We spoke on the radio as you flew in. I was meeting an informant of ours in the area, only it didn't go so hot. My spy's dead, and I nearly bit the bullet with them. Now this place is crawling with manhunters out to get me. Listen, I need to get to base and get patched up. Since you're here to help, think you could take out those hunters for me? And get a little revenge? Huh. Looks like I can really count on you. The Fanatics have posted assassins all over town. They're out targeting me and our other leaders. Hunt them down and take them out. That should let us move freely again. Alright, I need to get moving. Give them hell and show no mercy. Let's talk again when you're through.
Search for Fanatic Manhunt. Eliminate the first Fanatic Manhunter. Is this literally just this, pretty much the same thing? Shopping list. Going on a supply run, pick these up if you can find them. Cram, cola, tuna, canned hope. Ain't finding that hope, I tell you that. Oh, there we go. Maybe I just thought red would be cool and didn't actually look at it. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I forgot to finish my sentence earlier. And I was like, I think this Gauss minigun, when you're constantly hitting, because like the main boss of the last thing, I don't think he even shot me once or twice, and I think this must stagger them on consecutive hits or something, which I'm not complaining. It's weird to find plans that you would get at the beginning of the game in one of these an expedition thing where you wouldn't. I mean, you could, I guess, but you shouldn't have this be one of the first things you do. And then, like, those guys aren't able to really shoot me much either, so. I didn't mean to take the mine. See? Like, come on. Work, fucker.
What? Is it one of those things?
Seems to be firing through the vehicles. That's awesome. level. That's 4. Just doing the 2 Pitt expeditions. I guess they are a decent way to level up if you need it. But, I mean, the thing about leveling up is you need to get the right stuff. Like, get lucky with your getting the cards, but I haven't gotten a single thing that I need. Yeah.
Done fast, all right?
I healed right there because I thought it was the one that I needed to kill, but it was not. Wish list. Look, we know it's slim pickings out there, but we really need antibiotics and disinfectant. We need to secure as much as we can before the fanatics get their hands on what little is left. Those half-wits almost certainly don't know you can't get high off of antibiotics. Keep an eye out for screws and duct tape as well. What do you think is holding this place together? Prayers and well-wishing. I need to untag like adhesive and stuff if it's tagged. I actually don't remember if it is. And only have acid tagged because that's what I need. Oh, troublemaker.
Our base in the pen and we can talk about what comes next.
I take you captive, but we have plenty. Diamonds more fun this way. Get back out here and fight.
-0, use only entry 0. Looks like I managed to get this thing working again. Ended up having to wipe the entire system though. Wonder what was on it before. Shipping records, payroll slips, HR violations, evidence of a vast conspiracy that reaches the upper levels of the government? Yeah, probably. Not that any of that matters now. Entry 1. Wow, I forget how satisfying it can be to type on one of these things. Really takes me back to when things were less shit. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog 3 times. The effervescent brown fox lolloped over the liquescent dog. Damn, still got it. Oh man, this stuff really starting to kick in. I bet I can get this thing to play Zeta Invaders. Entry 2. My fingers like the wind, my thoughts expanded infinitely. The mind as a singularity, and we are but minnows, swimming upstream in that which we call time. After all, you can't have purple without blue and red. When all is one and all one are all, we will all truly know the one. Entry 3. Ugh, what the hell happened last night? Who the hell is the one? Minnows? Head hurts like hell, mouth is dry, and I'm pretty sure I threw up some sort of bug meat. If you're reading this, take the rest of the stash. It's in the safe. I'm done. But don't say I didn't warn you. For a moment, though, everything glowed just a little bit brighter, very serene. Safe control. Oh, I already unlocked that. Play holotape. Oh, Zeta invaders. That's hilarious. Oh no, they're getting a cow. I killed the cow. I got 3 lives as well. And a big saucer. Oh, I died. But I have 2 more lives. No. They start to go faster when there's less of them. I died. Oh, I can't eject the holotape? Yeah, now I got the holotape. I guess they changed, which I'm glad that they did, that whenever you jump from a certain height, or above a certain height, with the power armor, it's like, and then you're stalled for like a second or 2. I'm glad they took that out, it seems.
There you are. Come on in.
Fighting the fight.
Life never lets up, does it?
I'm getting out of this town. I saw it, Marnie. One of those things. I know you don't believe me, but they aren't a myth. They're real. They're stalking us, waiting in the shadows, waiting to pounce. I'm out of here. Don't know where to, but I can't take it anymore. The rads alone should have done it for me, or the fanatics, but I tried to hold on for you. Well, there's no more holding on. Maybe out west it's not so bad. Never thought of moving to Topeka before. But hell, it can't be any worse than up here. I'd ask you to come with me, but I know what you'll say. So I won't wait up. Maybe someday we'll meet again, out on the plains or somewhere altogether different. I do hope that's the case. Until then, don't get eaten, Ken.
Here for work?
Hey, spare a few caps?
I ain't giving you none of my money. Hex's terminal. The plan. I don't care what anyone says, we're taking the foundry back. The other locals can say what they want about numbers and rations. The 42 ain't no pushovers. And besides that, we've got the brains, don't we? Don't they all say that's what keeps us in the game? The longer we let those bastards occupy the means of production, the more edge we lose in this fight. I mean, a working foundry in our hands, pumping out all the gear we could ever want, and meanwhile the fanatics are sitting on this gold mine brewing chems and sticking them in weapons. The thought of what our POWs are going through in there makes my blood boil. So no more God, hold on one sec. So no more staying on the defensive. If we're going out, we're going out with a bang. Supplies. They hit us hard this time, right where it hurts, in the stomach. Somehow they found our food stores We're only lucky they didn't have enough hands to haul off with all of it. Still, it's a big blow. Now we're scrambling to refill, hitting everywhere in town that might still have a crumb of unclaimed food left. Meanwhile, Wicker's got his head up his ass worrying about our steel supplies. Weapons and armor don't mean a damn thing if we're too hungry to use them. The crew is already restless, worn down, and now we have starvation hanging over our heads. There's got to be a way out of this. Help is on its way. I was tough on Skinny when he left us. I knew he had good intentions, but I didn't think he'd keep his word. That he was just running away like the rest of them. That went elsewhere over the years. Well, I was wrong. He's convinced some folks from Appalachia to come lend a helping hand. We've lost so many to the promise of that place, it's ironic to think they could save us. Skip says they're battle-hardened. I guess we'll see about that. Hard to think anyone from down there could be as tough as us. But from the stories he's told, freaky red ghoul-like things, monster bats, and nukes going off all over, sounds far-fetched. But if even half of that is true, maybe they'll have a fighting chance here in the pit.
That's our foundry. Ours. I'll admit, I had my doubts about getting outside help. But you really showed up out there. Makes me feel better about sending you inside the foundry. Place is crawling with fanatics. It's like a pest infestation, but worse. Pests don't kidnap our people.
Alright, head inside. What's this operation all about?
Thought you'd never ask. We have people on the inside telling us the fanatics are planning something big. If we can steal their detailed plans, that will be a big help in the coming fight. Get inside, find their safes, crack them open, and snatch those plans for me. Thanks for doing this for us. Your raid will give us some time to collect ourselves. Get back on our feet. Before you head out, you might want to talk to our guy Wicker. Heard he needed help with some things that he can't see to himself. Watch yourself in there. We'll hold the fort and make sure no surprises head your way. Good luck.
Optional, speak to Wicker.
Keep it moving.
Oh, he's just right here. I guess we're living.
Somehow there's never enough steel to go around in this town city. Hey, name's Wicker. You look like a new face to me. What can I do for you, new face?
Hick said you might need some help with some things.
Yeah, if you're up for it. I could always use more pure cast steel ingots. We've also had a supply cache stolen by the fanatics. Taking that back would be huge.
I can get you your ingots and recover the supplies.
It'll keep us alive another day. Thank you. Sincerely.
Alright, collect steel ingots 05, retrieve the Union supplies. Alright. Supplies! So the first one was mostly dealing with trogs, and then at the end you had to deal with some fanatical people. This one is you're pretty much just dealing with fanatical people, which I don't mind. I'd rather deal with people than creatures. Creatures can be annoying because they're sporadic sometimes with their movement, and like the one spit acid, that was annoying.
We have some people on the inside telling us the fanatics are planning something big. If we can steal their detailed plans, that will be a big help in the coming battles. Take a look for safes, crack them open, and snatch those plans for me.
Alright, so there's 3 of those.
We're prepping our last assault against these. We're well reinforced. Be ready. It'll all go down.
Oh damn it, the search area is below me. Really would have thought it'd be up here. Union Hire Terminal. I love how I'm not someone who does like all the live service stuff for this game, but yet I know every frickin' plan that I find. Somehow, I haven't found a new one in an insanely long time. Welcome to the Union. Well, newcomer, let me be the first to welcome you to the Local 42, the pride of the Union. Our core mission is to protect the Foundry and use its industrial strength to win this war, and eventually to restore Pittsburgh to its former glory. It'll be a tough road, but you pick the right side with us. You get organization, dedication, and democracy. We treat everyone fairly, or strive to. And if you have problems, we have legal outlets to solve them. Most of all, you have a community that cares about you and about rebuilding the city into what it used to be. Our foundry. The importance of the foundry cannot be overstated. It is one of the few factories the Union has been able to restore to full working order. And the quality of metalwork we produce here give us a critical advantage over the Fanatics. While the loss of the mill has slowed down production, it has not stopped it entirely. We are still able to feed the fires through the hard work of our field teams, who risk their lives daily to recover the materials we need. So what does the foundry do, exactly? The long and short of it is that it takes in metals, melts them down, purifies them, and molds them into the parts we need for equipment. In the ruins of Pittsburgh, we Unioners are the only ones with the know-how to continue this work, a point of pride that no other faction in this pit of ours can claim. Oops. Our enemy. The Fanatics seem monolithic, but in practice they still operate mostly in independent cells, each staking out their own fief, centered on some critical piece of infrastructure. While they have enough fundamental understanding to realize the importance of their headquarters, they rarely lack the knowledge to fully operate it. See their occupation of the mill, once a Union steel mill, now merely a military outpost and torture warehouse under Fanatic rule. This lack of understanding on their part gives the Union its key advantage. Not only do we know the importance of our factories, like this foundry, but we appreciate it. We may be fewer in number, but our expertise has let us hang on, and in the future will let us take back Pittsburgh from the chaos. A note to all members. Management has been made aware of some disturbing reports filed by workers operating in the lower levels and around the foundry exterior. In the interest of safety, we ask that for the time being all members pair up for jobs in sectors F through G. We have also chosen to suspend night work for the unpermitted until the strikers can conduct a full investigation. Thank you for your cooperation. That was a lot. I think another thing that they've done is really wait before respawning enemies, because at this point the enemies I just killed would have respawned by now, and I would have never gotten time to like read that terminal, you know, and so I feel like they've also done that, which is good. I don't know why in the first place they had it so that they respawn so quickly. I'm hoping they've made it so that they don't respawn until you're done. Hellcat contract. The undersigned agree that for a term of 18 months, Party A is contracted to the Hellcat Mercenary Company, hereafter referred to as Party B, in the role of private. Party A acknowledges that this contract obliges them to use force for the interest of Party B. Party A acknowledges that this contract binds them to the orders of their superior officers and that any concerns regarding orders must be raised through the agreed-upon process as presented in document 3-C. In exchange for services rendered, Party B agrees to provide food, shelter, and payment in caps to Party A for the length of the contract. Party B acknowledges that failure to provide these benefits for a period of 1 or more weeks entitles Party A to terminate the contract. Party A acknowledges that desertion and/or abandonment of contract will result in a complete ban from future work with Party B. Furthermore, Party B reserves the right to enforce the terms of the contract by whatever means it seems justified. Finally, Party A acknowledges that this contract obliges them to undertake acts of great personal risk on behalf of Party B, potentially resulting in serious injury or death for the term of contract. So many fucking protectrons. Oh, thank God. No fusion core. Even though I had, what, 15 or 16 left. Still worries me, you know. Should have been a big guns character from the beginning. My worry whenever you do big guns is like, am I gonna have enough ammo and carry weight, because you have to carry so much ammo. My first big guns was in Wasteland 3, and I had a blast with that. Guessing that's the cache, the supplies or whatever. Chainsaw. Alright, so now we just need to get 3 more ingots and 1 more safe. If I get the last safe, I might honestly not worry about the ingots. Unless it gives me like a search area. If it gives me a search area, that's fine. Oh, it's just in here. Fusion cooler. There's another ingot.
The fanatics have no idea how to really work the foundry. Instead of steel, they're pumping out chemical weapons from a makeshift lab in the hopper room. We need to melt down what they've already got and make sure they can't produce any more. Even if they do manage to keep the foundry today, halting production would strike a huge blow. Get in there and find a way to wreck that equipment. I'll radio with more instructions.
Oh, I need one more ingot. Gather chemical containment, sealing agent, unstable mixtures. I think if they didn't add the thing where you could loot everybody and you had to get all of these and just go to every single body.
Okay, here we go. It's killing time.
What the fuck? I want to find everything first. I need 2 more of those. Sealing agent from containers. So I need 4 more containers, 2 more of the things. Need 1 more steel ingot. You stood right next to it, buddy. need 2 more of the containers. One more. Alright, got all those. Is this the sealing agent to the distribution? Oh. Now I go slow.
The foundered fanatics won't mess with us again anytime soon. You're a hero, pal. You bought us the time we need to regroup and live another day. Head on back to the pen for a debrief, but don't let your guard down. Never let your guard down.
I want that last fucking ingot though.
Hey, just wanted to... What the hell is that? You better get back here. Fast!
Yay. Oh shit, I need more ammo. I guess I won't get that last ingot, but who cares? I ain't searching this fucking place for that shit. Hope I have enough ammo. That's all I'll say. That's Hex. Turn to that dude up there real quick.
You still want to talk? Thank you. Later.
So, unfortunately, it'll be both of the things where I missed out on one
We were taken by
of the
surprise.
optional things.
Damn it. This wasn't the victory toast I imagined. We lost some good people to those things. Ugh, look, I hope you don't feel responsible. This happened on my watch. It's on me. I suppose you're leaving now, aren't you?
Yeah, it's time for me to head back.
Right. Hey, you did a lot for us today. Your raid on the Foundry saved us big time. The Fanatics would have hit us soon in the worst way. But you bought us some time to regroup. Someday we'll have the muscle to retake our home. I really believe that. Maybe you'll even be there to see it. Until then, we'll keep fighting. And we'll always welcome your help. Fly safe.
Except you never really do, because we have Fallout 3.
You ready to get airborne? Hop in and I'll fire her up.
Welcome to the Pit. Lead and complete Union dues and from ashes to fire. Bloody black powder rifle. 10 stamps. 156 ammo, 2 stim packs, legendary module, legendary script, 10 of them. Mutant Slayer's naval muffled, robot left arm, Mutant Slayer's cultist dagger, and some X-Men. And we leveled up. So we got 3 levels from the 1 and 2 from this one, I think. Yeah. So, and I know I didn't do 2 of the expeditions from Atlantic City, but I don't find them very interesting. There's not much to them. You literally find stuff, then kill some stuff. It's, you know. Oh, good. We actually end up here.
Please clear the way. Joy, giving, and merriment in progress.
I need to make ammo. And,
Accessing.
scrap my stuff.
Nice. Parameters. Loading. Complete. Ready to make list. Ready to check twice.
Damage increases up to 130% as health decreases, currently plus 3%, 156, plus 50 critical damage, plus 50 damage resistance while aiming. 856 damage. Goddamn. I might want to keep it just because it's cool. What's the chance to get bloodied and vital? Which is which? 1, 2, and 3. I'd like to get the second one. And I got nothing.
Evaluating naughtiness levels. Evaluation complete. Naughtiness levels exceed all projections. What has this world become?
Can I put the, oh yeah, I need to switch builds.
What would you
Then I can drop.
stocking? Note. Stockings not included. routine. Silent night. Failed to launch. Likely cause. Total collapse of society. Oh, oh, oh.
Let's see about... maybe doing that one. 971 caps. It's a lot. Now what I'll do if we're gonna end it, I'll fast travel somewhere that's free. And then fast travel there. Where's free? This is free. Yeah. So, oh yeah, that's right. Good thing it said that. I guess I wasn't over encumbered somehow last time.
Based on current number of registered naughty children, this unit is suffering from a severe gold
yeah, so
shortage.
we're gonna end it here, and I'll see you guys. We're gonna do this. That's the become a ghoul thing. I don't think I'm gonna become one because it had a lot of downsides. But I'm gonna do that and then start burning springs. So I'll see you guys when that happens.